I think they can hear us now, honey.
Can they hear us now?
What is it to be scrambled, boo-boo
what
lip?
That means.
I have no idea, but I do know this. Hey, everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
With the Big Family Homestead. Yay!
This is Brutus.
Brutus. Yeah, he's all in full puppy mode. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is to be scrambled. Is it like eggs? Because we don't know what's going on, if there's something weird going on. We might talk a little bit about the current events, the current state of things.
Right.
Echo. Can't help you there, bro. It's just her mic and my mic.
I wonder if that's what's the echo.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. So anyway, good evening, everybody. Hello from Brad.
And Krista.
And Brutus. The charger. Here, let's see if he'll look up here. Come here, look this way, dude. We had pizza for dinner, so he's like all full on. Oh, look at that little boy. Okay, so current state of affairs. We live, if you don't know, we live in central Wisconsin. We're homesteaders. Well, but we've gone over the definition of homesteading is really, honestly, just trying to live the way that folks did when they didn't have to go to the store for every little thing.
Right.
And so a lot of the country has gotten a massive amount of snow and the cold weather. We have gotten pretty much very little. Sounds like you're in soup cans. Backfeed from Mike's. Well, it's not showing that here, brother, so I don't know what to tell you. Let me see. I'll make sure that's off. Nope. We don't want that on. I'm checking things. Mom, you talk.
Okay. So yeah, we've had just some massive snow. Not really.
No, not at all.
Sarcastic. No. Okay.
Not at all.
So is it sounding better?
When Brad gets closer to the mic, it goes away. What if I did that? Sounds good to you back away. That's weird.
Your voice is carrying over to my microphone, and I'm wondering if that's what's the...
Well, it didn't the other night. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
So, I don't know. I'll try that.
Yeah.
I'll try that. Maybe it's...
when you lean towards me, the sound changes. Okay.
Here. Well, then I'll lean this way.
Okay.
And hopefully it's fine. No snow here in Dixieland. Okay. So, no echo when you talk into only one mic. Well, thank you, John.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good evening. So we're going to say hello to not everybody because there's already 120 people here, which is awesome.
That would take a long time.
Brutus is getting so big. So I'm going to start with who's on my screen right now. Good evening to John, Michelle. Good morning to Debbie, Feathered Down Homestead Living Life, Frizzy KK, Mary G. Fazy, Mama Bear Teen Homesteader. Good morning to JJ Javin, and I think I said that wrong. Susan Baker and Marcone, Barbara Wilson, Kid Paver, and wife. Now, here's the thing. Now, Krista's going to say hello to you guys, but you got to say hi to Krista so that she knows hello who to say hi to. So, Phyllis, so you're going to have to say hi to all these folks.
Okay,
so on your mark.
Kid Paver, Wild Woodland, Tammy, Nancy, Rita, Carla, Susan, Phyllis, MB7, Larry Parrish, Linda, Glenn, Felicia, Mark 1, Mama Bear, sorry.
Thank you, John.
Cypress Blue, Jurassic Gardener, Mary G. Oh goodness, you guys are going too fast.
Go fast.
Old Glory Farm, Tom, Gear Ridden. Gear Gridden 19. Oh, sit still, puppy.
Yeah.
So, hello everybody.
So, yeah, tonight we honestly had no plan on what we were going to talk about except for the fact that we really, 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 really want folks to just take a deep breath. Everybody knows what the current climate is in society, and we all know what is going on politically, and I'm frankly sick of it. I'm frankly sick of it. And there's a lot of it that we don't really have any control over. Barbara, that is very kind of you.
Barbara.
Thank you. Very kind. It is heartbreaking, Charlie B. And you know what? I'm the kind of guy that they say that I have the rose-colored glasses, that I'm like a Pollyanna view of our country, that I want what people thought was the American dream in maybe the 50s, 60s, maybe 50s, I think. I really gravitate towards the World War II generation. Everything, like the way the cars looked, the way that even women dressed, the music, airplanes, all of it. People being respectful
and honorable.
And I am heartbroken to see what is going on right now. Now, that said, I think we all just need to take a big, deep breath and realize that, okay, here's a shocker, folks. If you don't know, we're believers. And so if you're not, and you're like, I cannot be in the room with somebody who's talking about God, well, I'm sorry, we're not trying to offend, but we're also not going to hide who we are.
No, it's who we are.
So that said, God is still in control, guys. He was never surprised by any of this. And I got to tell you, whatever is going on, we all just need to relax and remember we're all Americans. And even though there are some serious differences in belief structures, remember, we're all Americans. God is still in control. He's not taken by surprise by any of this. And you know what? Maybe we should be praying for, air quotes, the other side. Yeah. And I say air quotes a lot when I'm saying, you know what? We all know what we mean. We all know what we mean. It's the people who are the other political view or the other belief structure or the other this. You know what? I'm so sick of it, because at the end of the day, we're all people. And maybe we've got different ideologies. Okay. Does that mean I want to come after you and boot you up? No. No. Matter of fact, it gives me an opportunity to pray for you. Yeah. Right? So, that said, guys, it has not been snowing here. And you know what? Really? We've had a bizarre winter so far. Don't take the microphone. Oh, he's going to bite it.
Nope, don't do that.
He's going to bite it.
Nope.
So we have had maybe 8 inches of snow all year.
I think maybe a foot. I think we're at a foot, because we got some snow. We got 3 or 4 inches, then it'd melt. And then we get a couple inches, and then it would melt. Yesterday we got 2 inches. Day before we got another 2 inches. So I think we're about a foot.
Holy mackerel. Yeah. Hey, life upside down. They're on the other side. Are you in Australia? Because if you are, I'm starting to watch rugby. Have you guys ever watched rugby? Has anybody watched rugby? Because I tell you what, it seems like a really great alternative to the sports that are on the TV right now here. Oh, hey, there's our friend from Hawaii. Oh, awesome. America will rise up out of the dust as long as we don't take our eyes off Jesus. I agree. Hey, relax. You can't let him loose in here. No. There's far too many cables and wires and gadgets and things. Oh, hey, shh. Okay, Old Glory Farm. They didn't have much snow there either. They're in Wisconsin as well. We know that. They're
further south in Wisconsin, but yeah.
Oh, Ginger, you've been praying for our neighbors. How are they doing? They're doing not so good, to be frank. Their house burned down, and GoFundMe. I don't even know. Is it an account? I've never done that.
It's a GoFundMe. I don't know. I have no idea how that works. I just know that you can click the link and donate money to their family to help them out, so that they can get rid of the house that's there and put. I think they're going to be putting up probably a mobile home there, because that's the most inexpensive way to get a new place. So yeah, it's very sad. No.
Yeah. So for all of you who have been very gracious in helping them out,
yes,
you won't be able to probably hear from them personally, but we're saying thank you,
yes.
thank you. That goes directly to them, by the way. We're not involved in any way other than saying, hey, if you got a buck.
Right. I'm gonna put him on the floor because holy smokes, or here. Flip him upside down. There. Then he can't wiggle as much.
You're gonna hear the grunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Feather Down Homestead says rugby is like football without pads. Well, yeah, and I don't understand the scrum. I guess it's called a scrum.
I don't know.
I understand the going back and forth, and I think that it's cooler. And oh my gosh, if you guys want to watch something cool,
he's right here.
Gabby needs to sit down.
Yes, he's gonna.
If you guys want to watch something cool, Google, or rather YouTube, Rugby Haka, Haka.
Oh, goodness.
It's a Polynesian dance chant thing that I can't fully describe because I don't fully understand it, but it's really exciting.
Yeah, it's
crazy. It's like a way that they're saying, we're coming for you. This is our territory kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's like these dudes, like these massive dudes that are, I mean, they're beasts. It's like the biggest football guys without pads.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a really neat chant that they do.
Well, the tongue thing is weird, though. Mm-hmm. I got to say.
I won't do it.
The tongue thing is a little weird. Mm-hmm. They stick their tongues out like, nah, and they yell and scream, and it's really cool. It is Polynesian, yeah. Mm-hmm. Celtic roots, yeah. And I don't know much about it other than it looks really cool. And I've always been a soccer guy.
Right.
Football. Real football.
Right.
Sorry for English speakers, but
football.
British football.
British football.
We should say it like that.
British football. Yeah. Because American football is
the NFL.
Handball, really.
It should be called handball.
It should be called handball because they don't really use their feet for anything but running.
Come here, dude. Now he's chewing on the actual metal.
Leash. Oh, is he chewing on the metal?
Yeah, that's okay. He's a puppy.
Yeah, he got a bath today.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Rugby is a rough game played by gentlemen. That's an interesting way to put that. We have some friends that are channel friends who live in New Zealand. Mm-hmm. And they sent us like a gift box that was just loaded with maps and music.
TV guides. The TV guide was my favorite.
Lord of the Rings
really
stuff,
cool. Mm-hmm.
because they know I'm a Tolkien freak. I love Tolkien. But what is he doing?
He's chewing on the
Here, you can chew on this. Maybe you can chew on that.
Well, he probably
chew
would.
on that, dude. There's a little foot rolly thing because I'm at my desk a lot.
Yeah.
So keeping your legs moving and all that. But yeah, they sent this box loaded with stuff, and it was really cool. There was even candy in there.
Yeah, there was an All Blacks flag.
All Blacks flag.
And a shirt.
Did I hang
Caleb
that up
has
yet?
it. Caleb has it in his room.
And there was a jersey. It was really cool. It's what made me want to get into it.
A scarf.
Yeah, but that,
There was a scarf, so.
Tom, you're right. I'm keeping an eye on him.
He's right here between us, and there's no wires there, so.
Yeah. Haka chant is from New Zealand Maori people, says Kayla.
Oh, very cool.
That's really cool. And there's one, guys, if you, I'm backing up. That one at the wedding.
Oh my goodness, it was so cool.
Sorry.
No, it was a lot of the men of the groom's party, the groomsmen, and then people that were attending, and they started doing this chant, the Haka chant for their couple,
wedding,
for the bride and groom. It was so cool. And then they got into it with them.
Yeah, so, even the bride.
Yeah, even the bride, yeah.
I mean, it was so emotional. I mean, I was like excited and wanting to pray for them because it's like, this is really cool endorsement of their marriage.
Yeah, it's really really neat.
So, okay, here's the 411 on what has been happening for us so far. Okay,
nothing, absolutely nothing.
It's been so boring.
We did the same thing last week as we did this week, and the week before that.
Okay.
Pretty much for the last 52 weeks.
Life Upside Down has a real question.
Yes.
I'm curious if all Americans that voted for Trump thought the election was stolen because here we are thinking it was just a group of angry people and not everyone. Okay, I actually know the stats on that because I do a lot of reading. And I always fact check the fact checkers.
Yep.
Because man, oh man, there is so much disinformation out there. And right now, the way that I have seen it multiple places is that 74% of people who voted for Trump believe that Trump had the election stolen from him.
Yes.
Not all of them, but 74%. Okay? Now, that number is staggeringly high. So you can interpret that however you want. Mm-hmm. But those are the numbers that I'm seeing.
Right.
So, but again, we try really hard not to tick anybody off.
No.
Because that's a dog.
Oh, weird. It sounded like thunder.
That was Nana running up the stairs. And then she probably realized Brutus was in here and took off.
Well, yeah, usually she comes in here when Brad comes in here. She hides up here with him. And we had Brutus in here already, and she stopped at the door and did not come in.
Hey, there's Carolina guy. Haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, goodness.
Evening,
yeah. So, yeah, Nana is still not a fan of Brutus down here.
Yeah.
Daisy likes him. Daisy likes to roughhouse with him, which he loves. But, yeah.
Well, Glenn Anderson it's boring because Brad hasn't broken anything yet. Well, I'll tell you what, Glenn, you're getting your wish. Hear that sound? That's the sound of breaking, getting ready to happen. On your mark, get set, hold it up. 1, 2, 3. I can do it. I broke a Twizzler, but I won't eat it right now because it'll get stuck in my teeth.
It's rude to eat on camera.
I don't want to do it, but these were really great.
No, I think
Restate the question.
the broken anything.
Oh,
It was not a question.
okay.
I was just going to state that I don't think we've broken anything because I believe we have the correct equipment now. Knock on wood.
I'm here for you, Glenn.
Yeah.
I'll break well, I won't break anything you want, but
yeah.
So
yeah, no, we haven't broken anything.
Yeah.
So
You know what we did do today, which was a lot of fun. Today was family pizza night, movie night.
It was pizza night. We used the no sugar added artisan bread recipe. I had made a bunch for the video, so we had a bunch left over. And we actually even fried some of it in a skillet.
That was the thing I wanted to find out because we're going to make a video probably tomorrow on because Mama made the artisan dough, and that video went out, and it's been really great. But what I was curious is, can you use that dough, make it nice and thin, and fry it so it's completely almost like a thick pita?
A thick tortilla, I think more, because a pita, poofs open and
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, it worked really well.
Number two, it was delicious.
Oh my, yes.
And then what we did was I took one that was about that big, put it in the pan, fried it on one side, got nice and golden brown, then flipped it.
And when he says fried, it's not
deep fried.
It's not deep fried though. It's not in a huge amount of oil. There was a teaspoon of oil in the cast iron skillet. So there was not a ton of oil.
Right. It was just enough so it wouldn't stick and you could spin it around. And honestly, what I was trying to do is I was trying to emulate. I've seen some older, I'm trying to, how do you politically correctly say, it was an older lady. You don't want to tick people off.
Chronologically challenged.
She was from a South American country. I'm thinking Mexico. And how they made the tortillas. And they would flip them around in this big skillet or a grill.
Probably a griddle.
Or a grill, believe it or not. And they would take them and they'd fling them.
The grill that's got the
yes, yeah. and they would either grill them or they would spin them, and they would just do this with their fingers. And that's what I was doing. It's kind of like a naan. Yes, Debbie.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
kind of like
naan.
a naan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never made naan before, so
Okay. And so then when we flipped it over, little mozzarella, hit it with a little bit of garlic powder, covered it with a
just a lid.
pot lid,
Just a pot lid, yeah.
just so the cheese will melt. And oh my Lanta, people.
Yeah.
You would have thought you were eating because you got the crunch of the outer side, but then it was nice and a little bit chewy and soft. And then the melty
Yeah.
mozzarella.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and call it, we didn't use butter. We used grapeseed oil, so.
Yeah, it's actually funny. Holy mackerel, man. Let me tell you what. And so I was honestly just trying to figure out different ways to use this dough that anybody could. Because all you have to have is, truthfully, you need flour, yeast.
Salt and water.
You don't even need the salt.
No, technically you don't need salt. You could make it with just water, yeast, and flour. It won't have a lot of flavor, but you could
flavor it with whatever you want.
You could flavor it with whatever you want. Yeah.
So if you've got a salt thing going on, just either put a small amount or none.
Right.
Yeah. And so that was some cheese, and it's like, oh my Lanta.
So good.
Done.
It was so good. Yeah.
And, well, all you got to do is ask a chubby guy. You could totally do cinnamon sugar, people. Yes. Bring it in. Bring it in with me. We used to live in Florida, and we have friends that work at Disney, like performer people, and they actually teach you, when they're teaching you when you're a performer for them, when you do something big, like, hey, you jump through the air or whatever, you throw your hand out. Like, oh, I can't do it with my microphone like this. I'll try. You throw your hand. No. Throw your hand out. Like to accept the applause, and you bring it up, and then you grab it and bring it in. I'm not kidding. They do. It's so funny.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
But they do. Now think back. Think back to when we've been there.
Yes.
They go, bring it in. Bring that stuff in there.
Goodness gracious.
I've made, Celtic Roots Farm says, I've made tasty cinnamon sugar almond flour cake.
Sounds good.
That's a one-up, bro.
Sounds good.
That's a one-up.
Yeah.
Because I love me some almond flavor.
Well, almond flour is different, than your almond extract flavor, I think. I don't remember having almond flour.
What was that kind of crazy flour we just bought that we were going to experiment with? Not coconut. We
have coconut flour.
It was something for keto folks.
We have gluten-free flour. It's not for keto. It's for gluten-free people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sylvia says try avocado. It can take higher temps. That's why we use the grapeseed.
Grapeseed oil takes a higher temp too. And I like the flax. What's the matter?
They're saying it's spacey again.
Hey Tim, he did it.
Blame the dog.
You shush.
I'll try to do it like this. Maybe I can. Maybe you can turn this way.
Well, that's what I was doing before.
No, just so that it's called rejection. We want to reject this part of the sound. We want to go. See if that helps.
Okay.
Hey, zip it.
Be quiet.
You can't reach it anymore.
He can too.
So cinnamon sugar.
Well, what we could do is Auntie Anne's. Hey,
yes.
come over here. You're getting too close to that guitar. Come on.
Well, why don't you take him
Auntie
to
Anne's,
Caleb?
Hold on. Auntie Anne's pretzels. How they do it is they bake the pretzels, or I don't know how they bake the pretzels, I guess. Then they dip it in melted butter.
Yeah.
And then they dip it in the cinnamon sugar.
You got to take him.
I know.
Okay.
Come on.
Was it einkorn flour? No.
No, that's wheat.
Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. Yeah, she's going to have to take him down a little bit. Gene, we're trying to work on the echo, so consider it a bonus. It's like you're floating on a cloud. You're floating on a cloud. I don't know what to do because it didn't echo before. Is that this? Couldn't be that. Couldn't be this. Couldn't be that. I don't know. So hopefully it's not too distracting. So, hey, from Greece, you're going to make Christa's bread tomorrow.
Oh, very cool.
Ruala. That's cool. What echo? I don't know.
The echo just left the room.
It was only Christa's. I think you got to get closer.
Is that better?
You're going to have to talk louder like you were. Hun.
I don't really want to talk louder. They can hear me.
Okay. Have you ever made steamed bread?
I have not ever made steamed bread, I should say. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look that up because I don't even know what steamed bread is.
Wow.
Is that more like a dumpling?
I don't know.
There is something I do want to try. I saw a video on. It is a dumpling. Okay. Now I have not tried that. I saw there was a ground beef.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Well, I'm just wondering what you're doing. Okay, so you make up ground beef with onions and then you make you mash some potatoes. So you boil some potatoes, you mash them up, and then to those mashed potatoes you add some flour, some butter, and an egg, and you make like a dumpling-ish mix, like almost like gnocchi. Mm-hmm. Then you roll them out and you put a little bit of the ground beef in there, fold it in, and flatten it, and then fry them. Mm-hmm. And that sounds really yummy.
Wow!
So I'm thinking we might need to try that. But
well, and it seems like a lot of things can be changed and flipped around if you just get a little creative with how you want to put ingredients together.
Right.
And I got to tell you, that's one of the things that we've been experimenting with a lot lately because we have right now easy access. And I say right now because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow,
right?
Or Monday or Tuesday
or Wednesday.
You never know. But we have easy access right now to flour, and we can get salt and your basic ingredients. Well, that's kind of what we've been doing a lot with is trying to figure out, okay, well, this dough works really easy for us. What if we added more X or Y? Or what if we put a everything bagel seasoning into our naan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not really a naan.
And mix it straight into the dough.
Yeah. See? See?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I know you can put herbs and spices and Parmesan cheese into your dough and then bake it. But the everything bagel, I'm not sure because of the seeds. I don't know.
It might crunch up a little bit. Yeah. Jean Lee, do you mill your own flour?
Yes, I do. But I don't use wheat flour all that much because he doesn't like it.
Well, yeah. The problem.
In all fairness, fairness. This isn't fair.
It is fair.
No, it's really not.
The truth is you've never made good wheat bread.
Actually, I have.
Not once.
You just don't like it because it's not fluffy enough.
It's not like the Amish people make it.
It's not fluffy enough.
It's not like at the store.
Because it's not just straight whole, it's not whole wheat. There's white wheat, there's white flour mixed in there. There's also what are those two things? There's two things that you add to wheat bread.
Velcro and parabens.
No.
Rainbows and puppies.
Okay. So,
sorry.
No, yeah, no.
Sticks and twigs.
For whole wheat berries. For whole wheat berries, I'm ignoring you right now. We use the hard hard red winter wheat berries. That is more for I just might, but I won't because I love him. Smack him is what they said. So for breads like sandwich breads and things like that, you're going to want to use the hard red winter wheat berries. Now, if you want to make more pastries and cakes, it's that's it. Vital wheat gluten. Mm-hmm. That's it. I like turtles. I do that to the kids all the time.
I like turtles too.
I like turtles. For pastries and cakes and pies and things like that, you'll want to use the soft white. The white soft wheat berries for those things. It's a lighter flour, and they work better for pastries, where the hard red winter wheat berries work better for breads.
Plan with Jen is asking, what do you use to mill the wheat berries? We have the wheat berries, but no mill yet. Well, that's going to be a really crunchy bread without a mill.
I actually have a Nutrimill, and I love it. It was gifted to us from a subscriber because we
would never be able to afford one.
They're not cheap.
Yeah.
For a good one. Don't buy the hand crank one that is the cheap garbage one that you get off of
for
Amazon
$20.
for $20. Don't buy that, because that is not for grinding wheat flour fine enough. It's great for cracking corn or oats, that you want to give your animals, but it is not for fine flour.
If you're talking about a preparedness item, good to have on hand. Because if you can't get something else...
But it's still not going to grind the wheat berries fine enough.
I know, but what you can do is go old school. Get it down to a small grind, and then get a pestle. Yeah.
That'll take a really long time, but it'll work. There is some hand... I'm sorry. I'm stammering. I'm sorry. There is some hand crank wheat mills or grain mills that you can get that are a better quality, and they do a better job. But the one we have is a Nutrimill, and I really like it. So.
Yep. Well, and here's the other thing too. There's other options out there. I've seen some ones that are just gorgeous that you can even hook up to a bicycle.
Right. They're all wood. I love those. I think those, but they're so expensive. And honestly, you've got to start knowing how to use that stuff now.
Yeah, you never know what could happen.
Right.
And that's all we're going to say about that.
Right.
But the experimentation with food, I'll tell you what, spices, holy smokes, what can you do with spices? Sweet, sour, savory, hot. A nice, Christa just discovered for the first time in your entire life, she has only tasted it twice, and now we're stocking up on it like crazy.
No, not like crazy.
You've bought 3 bottles.
I have 2 bottles. No, I have only 2. I have only 2.
Tell them.
Sriracha sauce. Yeah, some friends of ours let us try it because I'd never had it. I always thought it was just super spicy, and I didn't think I was ever going to like it. And I love it. Absolutely love it. And so I've made it's a broccoli and a beef and broccoli dish with the sriracha sauce, and oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so good.
So now the sriracha sauce, that's an Asian thing. I think it's an Asian thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we've just never ever tried it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I try not to have too much of it because it is spicy. So
it'll get you. And I'll tell you what. Okay, here's the question, guys. You ready? Everybody has to answer this question. You either if you don't like hot sauce, just say don't like hot sauce, or no, or whatever you want to say, or X or whatever. What's your favorite hot sauce, people? Because I have an opinion on this, and it's not just one. We didn't say politics, Phyllis.
We're not talking about politics.
We're talking about hot sauce, sister.
Yeah.
So, X. So Yarn Prepper says, no, I do not care for hot sauce. Frank's, okay, you're helping me out. Tabasco. So Glenn's from Texas. Got it. No hot sauce, says Heidi. Frank's is winning with 2. Let's see.
Buffalo, which is that's
pretty much Frank's.
Yeah.
Crystal. All right,
Cholula. Cholula, that's our favorite.
Well, I still have an opinion on that.
Yeah, I know you do.
I think I'm going with Wanda. I take turns. Depends on my mood and depends on my food. So, Carolyn, wow. You must be a real fun person to have at parties.
Yeah.
So,
Bye, Felicia.
bye, Felicia. Hey, BB, didn't know you were around. So here's my opinion on hot sauce, okay? It depends on what you're making, Dawn. Like, believe it or not, sometimes I just have to have Taco Bell's hot sauce. Usually our go-to, if we're having like Mexican food, something South American, and yeah, I know the difference. Cholula.
Cholula is, probably our go-to for any kind of
Cholula. Yeah, it's
dish
got
like that,
it's
taco
got
dish.
the wooden circle globe thing on there. But Taco Bell's good. Cholula, Frank's. What can I say?
I like the Cholula with the green top. Is that garlic or is that chili?
Chili?
I think it's chili. I don't know. It's got a green top on it. I really, really like that one.
Hey, has anybody around here been to what's the humongous grocery store in Cincinnati?
Jungle Gyms.
Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati. We used to live in Cincinnati, and if you don't know, there's two of them now. But there's a grocery store that I'm not kidding when I say 5 acres under roof.
Easy. Yeah.
Under roof. It has to be like 5 acres. It's huge.
Yes.
Huge.
It is huge, yeah.
And what you guys were talking about reminded me because of the hot sauce aisle. The hot sauce aisle is probably about 40 feet. 4 aisles? 3.
No, more like 8.
It's huge.
It's humongous.
They even have hot sauces there that are hundreds of dollars, guys,
Mm-hmm.
and even thousands of dollars.
Yes, they keep those in a cabinet.
They got a locked case.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, we're
life
not
upside
kidding.
down.
We're not kidding. It is a humongous grocery store. They have every ethnic food you can think of.
Anything.
African, Ethiopian, Mexican, Puerto Rican. I mean,
They have aisles for each country.
Right. They have 2 of these stores. One of them is in Batavia, Ohio.
I believe.
And the other one is...
The other side of the loop. There's one on this side of the loop and there's one on that side of the loop.
What is the other city that it's in?
The original one.
I know.
But they all have,
It's Fairfield.
That would be an amazing,
Fairfield, Ohio. Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it. They actually grow their own fish there, guys.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. They have their tilapia. They grow it at the store.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they have so many different kinds of fish that I've never even seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't have it, you can request it. Fairfield. Thank you. That
Yes.
was, yeah. Yep.
Well, yeah, the fire truck. Yeah, they have a full-size fire truck right next to the hot sauce section.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But, okay, here's, if Superman has kryptonite, I have gumballs.
The wall of gumballs. It's just a wall of gumballs.
In the big scoopy things like you get for the health food stores.
Yeah. They probably don't have the bulk dispensers anymore like they used to when we were there. So, the monorail is not working. No way.
What?
It was not
They
working.
have a monorail.
They do have a monorail, but I thought it was just for show.
It was working
What?
for one point. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the guy that owns it is, he's got to be eccentric. They have animatronic animals all over the place.
Didn't he didn't own that flea market near where we live, did he?
No idea.
No, okay. I thought he had
They've got like big, a monorail, yes.
Right,
Southern
right.
Prairie Homestead. There's 2 of them and they're in Cincinnati.
They're in
all you got to
Cincinnati.
do is Google Jungle Gyms and it will come up and you'll see all these pictures that you cannot believe.
Yes, Gene Lee. It is Disneyland for food. It is. Yes. They have so many different things there. It's actually really cool. The rices. They have 100 different kinds of rice. The tea aisle. Oh my goodness.
You want it loose tea? You want it eccentric?
They have an entire aisle just for different teas. Yeah. It was, yeah.
Yep. One of them has an airplane. That is true.
Yeah.
And one of them, the newer one, guys, it's like almost you walk through like a food mall. You know, it's almost like the food court at a mall, and then it opens up and it's like, oh.
Okay, our kids' favorite thing, what was it? As you walk in, the bathrooms.
Oh,
the bathrooms.
Yeah. They made it look like you're walking into
a porta potty.
Porta potties. That's the entrance to the bathrooms.
Right.
They're like, hey, where's the bathrooms? You go on in there, and there's a bunch of porta potties, and we're like, really?
So you open one of the doors and you go in, and it's a regular
hilarious.
bathroom, but it's porta potty fronts. Yeah, it was really hysterical.
I mean, guys. Okay, well, I don't even remember why we got onto the topic of jungle gyms.
We were talking about hot sauce.
Gotcha.
Squirrels.
So there's the mecca for all hot sauce right there, jungle gyms.
Yeah.
But the main reason for coming on tonight at all, guys, is that we just hope that everybody can take a deep breath and
laugh at our mistakes.
Yeah.
Laugh at our goofiness.
Enjoy
our goofiness. We're here. We're here to serve you. We're here to be goofy for you.
Bring it in. No, you gotta throw it out there like you deserved it, and then bring it in. I own that.
Yeah.
It's so goofy that it's funny.
It is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Honestly, it really is.
Laugh at life. You know what? Here's the truth, folks. Yeah. We all have an expiration date, and we all don't have a right to pick it.
And to live in fear of that date?
No.
Not necessary, because you don't know when it's going to be. Could be the next minute
and
for us, but we don't know.
For us, there's nothing to fear on the other side.
No.
There's nothing to fear. And besides, perfect love casts out all fear.
That's right.
May have heard that or read that somewhere, I think. So. So, in all honesty, that's it. We're just saying take a deep breath, relax.
Yeah.
Try to enjoy. How about this? Do us a favor. What I would hope you would do. Right now I see that there are 358 people watching this broadcast. What I would hope you would do, shut it off. Walk away from your computer. Go outside. Breathe some air without a mask. Breathe some fresh air. You know what? Thank God for all that we do have. Yeah. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do?
I'm going to go milk the cow.
I'm going to go out and breathe fresh air. All righty, guys. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in a Bible devotion, I do one Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central. It's real light, half hour. And we don't get into controversial fights and stuff like that. We don't do that. So that's on the channel Big Family Devotions. So please shut it off. That's what we're going to do.
Go hang out with your family.
Go hang out with your family. Take a deep breath. Enjoy life. And say thanks to God.
Yep.
Amen?
Amen.
All righty.
Have a blessed day.
You guys have a blessed night. Bye.